Hi guys, welcome back to Tactic Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to set up Monday.com for project management. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Now in today's video, we will be focusing on how we will be able to turn and optimize Monday.com to be specifically for project management. Now, as it is, Monday.com is already a great project management, but how do we make it more optimized and how do we set it up? So over here right now on Monday.com, the version that I am using is work management. Now, work management is the closest to a project management because as you can see, the other OS products are Sales, CRM, and Monday Dev. So work management is the best and the closest one we could get to project management. And we will then be able to modify and make some changes to make it more of a project management. So over here, I have my main workspace. Let us add a new item to our workspace and we will add a board. Now, the board is one of the main features of Monday.com and we will be using it for our project. So over here, we have our name. First things first, think of a project name. So let's say we set up our Monday.com to help us with our game development or our app mobile development. So let's say here, mobile application development. Now what we could do is we could have it as main, which is visible for everyone in our account. We could have it as private for working privately alone or with selected team members. This is typically more preferable if you're working with a team. And you also have here shareable, which will allow guests outside our account to view our work as well. So for project management, that is a close work. So this will be typically only under your team members or your team because this is a project that you guys will be working on. So I suggest that you set it up as private. And then over here, you have select items managing in this board. So you have items, campaigns, creatives, tasks, projects, employees, budgets, leads, and clients. So as you can see here, we have projects. So we could already set up projects as our main task. You can also enable or have tasks if you want, but mainly we have project. So after this, simply click on create board. Now this will allow us to start our new section over here, beginning from the very top, which is our board. As you can see, this is a private board. Only me and my teammates that I invite will be able to see it. And there we go. Now this is our project management. Now this is the main table. You could add different types of views depending on your preferences. Also, a lot of views are applicable or is required depending on how you would like to manage the project. There are Gantt chart over here if you want to view your different tasks or different projects in a Gantt chart view. You also have like a normal chart, calendar view, Kanban, fast from rally, form, or even create a block view to add some widgets. So over here in our main table, as you can see, there is a group title, and items over here. Now what are these? The group title is basically the title for an entire group of project or entire group of tasks. So over here, let's say since our topic is mobile application development, we could say this is for API integration. There we go. And then you can simply write here the names of the different types of API that you want. So over here, this item 1, 2, 3 are different tasks. These are your individual tasks. So you can name this as, for example, you could say Google Maps API, something like that. Then over here, you would like to have some ChatGPT API. We could say that those are the different tasks that we would like to accomplish. We would like to get the codes for the API or set everything up so that we could easily integrate the API integration into our mobile app development. And we could have this as our project or like the task that we are working on. And this is like the project in general or like the general step. Over here, you have another group over here. You can name this one as front end development, meaning this is like the appearance of your project. So you could have as the task one over here, create a simple draft of interface, something like that. So it depends on your different projects. Of course, right now the example of the project that I am using is mobile application development. So for you guys, you could use the entire group and have that as a big chunk of your project, like a milestone, and then within that are the different specified tasks. So you could add different projects or add different tasks over here. You can easily add. So for example, over here, you could add by item 6, click on enter, and you will be able to easily add that. If you want to add another group, you can simply click on add new group over here, and a new one will appear just like this. And you can simply add the task just like what we did over here on our API integration and front-end development. Now, as you can notice, aside from this project column over here, there's also persons. So the persons allows you to assign it to a specific person. So for example, you have a team member, you could assign that specific task to them, which will then be notified to them, of course. And over here, you have your status. You have working on it, stuck and done, and nothing over here as default. You can click on edit labels, and you could add a new label if you want. So for example, you would like a label that says having issues, need help, something like this. And then you can simply click on the color icon over here, and you can determine what color you want it to be. So now we set that up. Let's say I would click, or I would need some help with item number 3, and there we go. Now, right now we can't see the entire text, so we could drag this, which will allow us to resize the column. Then we could rearrange them just like that, depending on your preferences. And you can also check here like the percentage of our task, how many has been finished and how many has been done. Right now we have here the date as well. You could add another column, another set of data, such as drop down, date, numbers, files, and many more. You could even add some files, since this can be useful or this can be utilized in project management. For example, for our ChatGPT API over here, we could add our file of our text or our code under this. When you open a specific task, you could also write an update over here, or you could also add some additional subtasks over here. As you can see, sub items. You could add another one, for example, for ChatGPT API, let's say research the integration, something like that. And then you could add another one, pay for API integration, so something like that. You could have multiple tasks over here under a specific task. Then you could add even more. That is very useful for project management because, of course, we can't really specify a part of a project with just a simple task over here. We would need to have some individual subtasks or sub-items to help us specify our task even more and accomplish more with our progress. And that's basically it. That is how you will be able to use it for project management. If you want some automation, you can also enable that. Like there's email automations over here that would allow us to have some notification if something finishes or something is needing our attention in our project. You can set that up as well. So that's basically it now, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.